Thank you for an excellent talk, Dr. Guha. I have two questions. Question number one is, you mentioned about Calvinism. And me being a student of sociology and being highly influenced by Weber and, Protestant ethic, Calvinism and Protestant Christianity, I was thinking that gentleman's reaction to, I think it was Ambani's multi-storied building, has any connection to do with Hinduism as a way of life. Of course, Hinduism is a big thing and it's much complex. And and second question is, like you concluded with your idea that India should not become a superpower. It's not will not, but should not. So does it resonate with what Mahatma Gandhi's way of, viewing India? So did ever Mahatma Gandhi think of India becoming a superpower?
The second question is, unlike Gandhi, I'm not a pacifist. I mean, I admire Gandhi greatly. I think he was the most remarkable individual of modern times. But I'm not a pacifist. I think India needs to be vigilant about its borders. It needs a technically skilled and sophisticated army and navy. It needs to bargain its corner hard in world trade negotiations and so on. So, in that sense, I don't think, I think Gandhi is very important for domestic politics. Gandhi is important for Hindu-Muslim harmony, for the upliftment of Dalits and women and so on. But I wouldn't want to, my prognosis is not Gandhian really, it comes from what I've studied. But your first point, it is true. I mean, there is some element of Hinduism which is, where large-scale philanthropy doesn't come naturally to Hindu businessmen. I mean, there was a wave of Hindu businessmen who made a lot of money and built temples. They didn't build huge houses, but they built gold-plated temples. The first philanthropists in India, and the only really good philanthropists in India, were not Hindus but Parsis, the Tatas and the Godrejas. But this could change. I mean, I am one who doesn't believe that traditions are immutable. Calvinists can become selfish, and Hindus can become selfless. I mean, it's possible. So that's it.
Hello, my name is Shantanu Mitra. I'm just an engineer working here. Incidentally, I have your book. I have not managed to finish it. It's so fast, so fat. My question to you is, I was listening recently to a Gandhian activist named Himanshu Kumar, who was working in the tribal belt in the areas that you mentioned. And I believe he's been driven out from there recently. And in his speech, he mentioned your name along with a few others who were apparently appalled at the atrocities, if I might call it, against the tribal people there by this kind of
vigilante group.
Vigilante group called Salva Judum. And then you along with others tried to lodge some sort of an official report or complaint against it, and the state or someone apparently branded you a Maoist sympathizer because of that. So can you tell us, it looks like, for instance, Vandana Shiva calls it the greatest land grab since Columbus.
Well, the Maoists call me a running dog of imperialism. So, so that's how the Maoists see me. So I think it's a very complicated scenario. And black and white portrayals are unhelpful. The state has behaved abominably towards tribal people. But the Maoists are no answer. They escalate violence. They treat tribals as cannon fodder. They want to establish a liberated zone from which they will then launch a larger armed struggle. On the specific case you mentioned, the Gandhian activist works in the district of Dantewara, and where 100,000 people were displaced. And there's a case currently before the Supreme Court, of which I am one of 3 petitioners, asking for rehabilitation and restitution. And I'm not hopeful, because I think this is not something that the state government, particularly of Chhattisgarh, is very hostile to the idea. It is very depressing and dark, though. But at the same time, I would like to caution against the romanticization of Maoists as people who really have the interest of the tribals.
I was wondering if you can throw some light on this allegation, or rather this whispers that it's a land grab by the corporates.
Well, you see, again, that's an exaggeration. That's part of it, but that's an exaggeration. But that's certainly part of it. That's certainly part of it. That it's that mining. I mean, it's like parts of Africa where there's resource curse, where you have rich mining and then you have people using violent means to get to it. I mean, so it's something that the government should be much more sensitive about.
I'm Karthik Pataviram, and I'm a faculty member here. So you talked about 10 reasons why India should not or cannot become a superpower. But it seems like you were also implying that India should not aspire to become a superpower or even dream of becoming a superpower. Now my question to you is, often dreams can galvanize a nation into taking concrete action. Like when President Kennedy said, let's put a man on the moon, 1916, that galvanized a wave of US scientific revolution, the fruits of which are being seen today. But it seems by even not aspiring to become a superpower, you're suggesting that you prematurely squash this dream. So what would you replace that dream by, if not?
Well, the dreams are there. I mean, the dreams of our founders are there. I mean, if you read the writings of Ambedkar or Gandhi or Nehru, as it happens, my next book is an anthology of Indian political thought from Ram Mohan Roy to Jayaprakash Narayan, which tells you, which contains the words and the ideas of the most remarkable Indian thinkers across the political spectrum. No right-wing loonies, no left-wing loonies, but the democratic center. The dreams are there. How to construct a single nation despite this diversity and to do it democratically and peaceably. How to, Hinduism was mentioned, how to convert a religion that practiced the most extreme form of discrimination into one that recognizes the equality, dignity of all human beings. The Indian national experiment is your dream. Come and fulfill it. Honor the ideals that are there in that rupee note, that are there in the Indian constitution. The dream of superstardom is a completely male macho dream. It's my member is bigger than yours. I mean, I'm sorry to use this, but that's what it is. So that's not my dream. My dream is. So we have dreams. I mean, the dreams are there. I mean, the dreams of Gandhi, of Nehru, of Ambedkar, of Phule, of Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay. I mean, my book has all these people, and so please read that book, and you will find an alternate set of dreams. So mine is not a despairing, cynical, skeptical, anti-Indian, self-obsessed left-wing critique. I'm just redirecting the attention of Indians to what India really means, which is not, having more weapons, more GDP, more billionaires, more cricket players, more film stars. There's something more and deeper.